Guitar 2. Here's your video for O, P, and Q. Letter O is going to be a little bit of an interesting thing to learn at first, but trust me when I say it is super, super easy. So, I kind of think of them almost like a variety of like M and N, really, to start. It's just not all power chords like it was before. So if you're doing the power chord route, you're going to have to kind of, change directions here, steer the other way. If you were doing open chords, you're probably going to have a little bit of an easier time with this one. Not too much, but a little bit. So letter O, we have basically the same two measures just over and over and over again. So our first couple of measures of O, we have a C shape, then an A minor shape, then a B minor shape, which should already be fingered like in your score, like you have 1, 4, 2 already like written in there, I believe. So 1, 4, 2, that's the beginning of 1, 20, 121, 122, 123. Then all open for E minor. So again, your shapes, and I would advise writing these in because this will help you to kind of just memorize patterns and stuff later. So we have a C shape, A minor shape, B minor shape, E minor shape. If you have any questions about this, also, you could see obviously myself or Mr. Perez, but you could also see a Guitar 4 person because Guitar 4 people know that stuff real well. Now measures 124, 125, you'll start to see it's the same pattern. Right? Now the only place that this is different is the last measure of O, where we just hold the B minor chord the entire measure instead of switching to the E minor at the end. Then things get a little interesting in P. So we have, to start us, we have 2, 3, 2, 3, open, open, 2, open. And I, for this entire thing, I'm playing, with P, I, and M on the treble strings only. So I have my M finger on the E string, my I finger on the B string, and my thumb on the G string. So I'm just going to call out the PIM stuff rather than worrying about calling out string numbers. I think that makes things easier. So I play the first couple of patterns. I have M, I, M, I, M, I, P, I. Or wait, I said that backwards. M, I, M, I, P, I, M, I. That's right. P, I, M, I there at the end. And you lift your third finger where it was down. So it should be open, open, 2, open. Then the next chord, same rhythm, same picking and everything, but it's now a C-shaped triad, so it's just, everything open except your first finger on the B string. That's C. Then we have a D shape in the left hand for the next measure. This is measure 132. Ooh, but this time the plucking order is a little different. I have M, I, M, I, M, I, P, I. I think that's actually what I accidentally said for the beginning of P at measure 130. So it's M, I, M, I, M, I, P, I. Then you have M, I, M, I, M, I, M, I. So you go from open strings to, I'm fingering it 1, 4, 1, 4, 1 on the 3rd fret of the E string, 4 on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And the idea of holding both of these down is so that we can keep a chord going the whole time, right? Like I don't want this. Don't play this. See how how different that sounds? It sounds like stabby. As opposed to, like it just rings a little extra. I like it. Then measure 134. Same as measure 130, beginning of piece, same thing. 2, 3, 2, 3, open, open, 2, open, or M, I, M, I, P, I, M, I. Then you have a different shape, but the same plucking pattern. So now I'm going to have my first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, my pinky on the 5th fret of the B string, and my second finger on the G 3rd fret on the E string. Ooh, wait, I lied. That's not an A. Liar. So we have 1, 4. I should have really looked at my fingerings. I just looked at the notes. 135. We have G, E, and C. So finger it, not 1, 4, 2. Erase all that from your brains. We have 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string, pinky on the B string, second string, B string, 5th fret, and then first finger on the E string, 3rd fret on G. So we have now this, another different pattern, right? This is new. So I play M, I, M, I, M, I, P, M. Then another different pattern, but this goes back to our D shape. This is measure 136. So this would be M, I, M, P, M, I, M, P. Then we go to the 1-4-1-4 thing that we had at the end of 133. And then back to a D shape for the second half of it. So let's try that together. Last measure of P before Q would be actually plucked first. Let me tell you this. So it's M, I, M, I, M, I, P, I. So try it with me. And M, I, M, I, M, I, P, I. And then you would have open E to start Q. So I know this has been a whole lot. But let's go ahead right now before we start Q and play all of O and all of P. I'll do it twice, one slow, one fast. So 1, 2, ready, and. Done with O. So here's where it repeats the B minor shape. It's 129. Now letter P. D shape. Back to a D shape. Sorry, my fault. So I think O is really simple, so let's just play P a little faster up to speed. So letter P, ready, here we go. That time I played it perfectly. So now letter Q. This reminds me a lot of letter F, so it shouldn't be too horribly hard to digest. I'm just going to throw it at you real quick. So we kind of start in second position like the Melody of the Dragon stuff. This is in measure 139, by the way. So we have technically a measure of like nothing in the beginning. Then 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, open 3, 3, open 1. So this I'm playing just all in like second position. So it'd be D string, D string, D string, D string, G string, G string, G string, G string, G string, D string. And then I have kind of like a counter phrase. So starting on the G string, first finger, second fret, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. That's measures 141 and 142. So let me put those two phrases together, starting at 139. Ready, and 1. 1. Right? So really not too horribly difficult. You'll just have to kind of play around with it. Let's see. If you really wanted to, you could also do the G's instead of open. You could do the fourth finger on the D string. You know, I like to use the open one a couple of times there. Then we have in 143 and 144. I know this is a long video. I'm trying to wrap it up here real quick. 143 through the end, we have 1, 3, 4, 3, open 1, open 2. Oh wait, sorry, I switched parts. 1, 3, open. Brain melting. Now I have 1, 3, 4, 3, open 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, open 4, 1, open 4, 3, open 1. Sorry, so let me try those last bits again. Starting on the D string. 1, 3, 4, 3, open 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, open 4, 1, open 3, open 1. So that is technically Q. Let me play all of Q together, and then that's going to be it for that one. Sorry again, I know this is a long video, but it covers 3 letters, so there it is. And my camera just died, so this is fun. Okay, here it is. I'm going to have to edit this later. That's a blast. So here is letter Q at full speed. Or no, half speed, then full speed. So 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then that like leads right into R. Now one more time, this time full tempo. And remember, you're the melody here. Like, you know, you have that forte marking in 139 for a reason. Everybody else is mezzo forte. Y'all are the ones that are like bringing it home. So here's letter Q. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Boom. There it is. Now I have to charge my camera so I can record some other videos.